Don't keep doing it, Tigo.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
I was trying to throw it off. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep doing it, Tigo. Guys, no joke. It's like we were a married couple. We've been together since 8 o'clock this morning because we both work at the same school. For those of you guys that aren't long-term subscribers to the channel, this is my mentor. We've been working together for 8 years, and when I came into the elementary school we work at, he's like, "Who is this guy? He's super annoying." Like they assign you a mentor. He didn't.
I would never say that.
It wasn't by choice. He's like, really. But over the years, our relationship has grown, and it's so funny because my wife after school, she's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm gonna go record the Nick." She's like, I get rid of her for a few more hours because my wife works with us too. So when you're together with somebody pretty much all day, it can become. I have a lot to take sometimes.
I got my youngest son in my class this year, and I love him to death, but he hasn't complained yet.
Oh my!
But anyways, it's been fantastic to have him in my class. Actually, he's checking out Black Sabbath for the first time, and yes, I understand he's probably heard some songs inadvertently. Do you know who the main guy of Black Sabbath is?
I have no idea who the main guy of Black Sabbath is. I just know that I've heard the name Black Sabbath, and I've seen the T-shirt because it's at Hot Topic, and that's for these young kids. This is where my daughter loves going in there, and that's where they get all the Metallica gear. Her boyfriend plays guitar. He's in the band at their performing arts school. But I've seen it. I've never heard a Black Sabbath song. I couldn't pick one out. I'm sure if it's anything like, what's that one song? That one, Journey. I had never heard of the band Journey. But holy cow, that song, Don't Stop Believing, was on The Sopranos. And it's like the other song that came out that I told you, it just came on my playlist right after. I forget what the name of that song was as well. But I was like, oh yeah, I've heard this. But I did not know that Journey was like big and had big hits like that. It's insane. So who knows? I'm sure I've heard some of these songs before somewhere. Again, for those of you that don't know, I was born in Dominican Republic. I'm from the Caribbean, and Spanish is actually my first language. English is my second language. So I didn't even start listening to American music till I was in maybe middle school. And in the neighborhood I grew up, it was rap. I grew up in the Bronx, New York. Look it up, cousin. Ain't too many rock bands playing there, whatnot. So like, embarrassing for those of you who haven't been watching for a long time. At one point I said that Nirvana was the greatest rock band of all time, and that Smells Like Teen Spirit was probably one of the greatest rock songs of all time. And yeah, that was embarrassing.
He's been educated since.
I've been educated.
So Black Sabbath is a British rock band, and full disclosure, I haven't listened to all their songs. I didn't grow up on them. I had a bunch of friends I got into them, so I've heard different songs here and there. But I honestly, from the title, I don't know if I've heard this song. And this is probably their most popular song. So you have that. Ozzy Osbourne is their main guy. You've heard of Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne.
So this was he's this guy on the right. Good-looking guy when he's younger, right?
Dude.
Everyone knows him from the Osbourne show that happened in the 90s.
With the weird kids and the weird daughter. And he talks so slow. And he does the weird accent. I didn't realize... Dude, okay, so that's where he's from. I still don't know. I can say one of the songs. Dude, what happened to America? Dude. What happened to America? Because you giving me Metallica and maybe the Duhas. That's German, right? You said that was a German rock band. You giving me like the Beatles. You giving me what was the other band? Led Zeppelin. Rolling Stones. America! What happened to my boys?
Apparently, I was wrong about Fleetwood Mac. Most of those people are from England.
Fleetwood... What? We didn't produce... All we got was Elvis in that time? All we got was Elvis?
All we got. Stop.
Come on. And Metallica? I'm just saying. Where my America?
We got your boys Nirvana. Don't worry about it. We're going to go ahead and check out Children of the Grave. What a great title. It was. Excited to listen to this. I'm sure I've heard it somewhere, but again, I did not listen to it too much, so this is kind of a first time for both of us. If you like our reaction anyway, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
As this guy understands that America is not the center of the universe, or he begins to understand. I know. What was I thinking? I'm sorry. I take it back.
America!
I take it back.
Bro.
I will never say it again. I think this is fun here with the earth and
fire.
Or the moon.
I'll allow it. I'm a close I'll allow it fan. You didn't really like like he's like, oh my God.
Got so many issues. Here we go. couldn't tell they're heavy metal.
That's a good observation there, Cotton. Backwards, what does it say?
They have the name ABBA in their name. That's funny. Little eerie there at the end.
Interesting.
Random question. Do you know ABBA?
the only reason I know or I've heard of ABBA, I do not know an ABBA song, but we used to drive people to the Las Vegas Strip all the time, and I believe it was Planet Hollywood had an ABBA show that people used to go watch all the time, and I used to drive guests there all the time.
You know their song. Dancing Queen, young and sweet.
Yeah, I've heard Dancing.
17.
It's a Dancing Queen. That's ABBA. That's like 70s, right?
So many songs. Yeah. They're a Swedish band. Anyways, what do you think about that?
Dude, you know what? First and foremost, I gotta say, this was a very different, even though it's rock, it's definitely a heavy metal. It's definitely, their sound is unique. And maybe it's just this song, but their first solo, and I thought it was just gonna, then they gave me the slaying of the guitar in the second, but they first had that drum solo. And whoever the drummer here is absolutely sick. Throughout the entire time you hear him, but they even give him like a drum solo. I was like, oh wow, this is different. It is dope. My least, I wouldn't say least, but probably the most basic part of it was just, is that Ozzy Osbourne singing or whatever?
Yeah.
Like his voice wasn't like anything special or anything like that. Maybe he wasn't trying to hit hot notes or anything like that. But man, the way the song was constructed, like it was definitely rock there. And dude, it's gonna be added it, you know. Oh, dude, they hit me with that, especially when I love the drum solo, and then they gave me the guitar solo as well, where they absolutely slay. Gonna be an added. Like I said, not every single song, but that's something I can go get pumped to, and I normally don't like the repetition, but then they even break it up and give you like a different layer to it as well. I enjoyed that part as well. Like I said, I don't even mind, because to me a lot of times the singing, like unless you got a spectacular voice, like sometimes I don't even listen to the lyrics, which is weird. You know what I mean? And it's like I'll just be like kind of humming along, but I'm more listening to the music. That's what I enjoy rock for the most part, is the music and how they put it together. But obviously I'm interested to know what your thoughts are on the band and Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I mean, again, I've listened to some of their music before. I've listened to some of their albums before because of friends, but how closely was I listening to? I never heard this song before, I'm not gonna lie, and I did do a little bit of research. This was, according to some polls, like their top song. His voice is definitely unique.
Right.
I mean, you've definitely probably heard this song Crazy Train where he starts laughing or whatever. He's got a different voice. His voice isn't bothering you. This one, it was like really soft. It was kind of hard to hear like what he was saying at certain points.
Yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't the star of it. It wasn't definitely like pronounced in the song. You know what I mean? They didn't really highlight it.
I really liked the music. But my issue was, and again, maybe I'm just used to like Metallica and Megadeth. We've been doing a lot of them recently, as far as heavy metal. Is it was kind of the same for about the first 2.5 minutes. The same like main part of the music, yeah. And then when they got to the solo and the guitar or the drummer started doing a different thing, that's when they started to be a little more eclectic, a little more different, a little more nuanced or whatever. And I really liked that part. But with his voice kind of being so low, and with the repetition of the first 2 minutes or so of the music, it was hard for me to like absolutely love it. Yeah. I think it's a great song. It absolutely has a great sound to it. Yeah. I can see why it's one of their most popular songs. But for me, I need to listen to it a few more times. I'm definitely going to listen to it a few more times before I can say whether I'd add it to my playlist or not. It didn't blow me away though. Right. And most if not all of the songs I have listened to have blown me away. They're a really, really good band. They got some great music, some iconic songs. But that one for me, I mean, it was all right for the first time.
You know, it's interesting too, because like for me, and maybe I'm wrong here, but to me, even though nothing else matters, I wake up to that every day. That's on my alarm clock. You know what I mean? That's, you know, the wife probably is sick of hearing that already. But if I were to say what's the best Metallica song, it's got to be Master of Puppets. So if people say this is their best song, then but then again, Battery is sick. One is sick. Like I just love Metallica's song. So this is nowhere near Nothing Else Matters. So if this is what people are saying their best song is, then I'm not sure how much more I'm gonna enjoy everything else. But what's funny is the one thing I found weird. I know how famous he is, Ozzy Osbourne. Like maybe that was just in this song, but it wasn't like his voice wasn't like spectacular. Like what was it that made him a frontman as far as a singer?
I think it's because his voice is so unique, and in music, you're always looking for someone that has a unique sound. Like I don't know if you know that song "Dance Monkey." Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, it's from a lady. I'm not sure if it's a lady or a duo called Tones and I or something like that. She's got the weirdest sounding voice, and some of the words, it's almost like she's doing baby talk. But for that song, it just absolutely works, and people are always looking for those unique sounds. He definitely has a unique sound. I'm trying to look up Crazy Train. That's one of his most popular songs, but I don't see it on the greatest hits for Black Sabbath. So, I mean, this again tells you how little I know about it. That must have been one of his solo songs that he did, because that song, I guarantee you've heard it in commercials or whatever a million times. I've heard it on the radio probably 6 times this week. I don't listen to the radio that much. It's a song that just never goes away. But in that song, and that should have been like the first introduction for you to Ozzy Osbourne, you can see why he's got the appeal that he has.
Right.
For Black Sabbath, I dare say that he's not just the only one that's the drawing. It's everyone else. Like a typical heavy metal band, you need everyone in there, not just the singer. Heavy metal bands are those unique bands where the lead man is not like the make or break.
Right.
Like sometimes you need to have your guitarist needs to be just as strong as your lead singer, just as strong as your drummer to be able to stand a chance. And so I can't really answer your question because I don't know too much about him. But my mind's blown that Crazy Train may not have been one of their songs. It was just one of his songs. Oh, such a huge song.
And, I think that sometimes when and I think about rap, right? Specific songs that guys are, I'm like, man, I love this song. And people are like, that's not even his best, song. And it's always different. It's funny how, the village may have a different opinion than you may have on a particular artist or a particular a particular band. And it's such an interesting thing. Again, I'm just really, really wondering, Megadeth and Metallica, that's all the American bands you've given me. Like, really? That we were that outclassed and out-talented?
Is that all the American bands?
Well, because
we've done Red Hot Chili Peppers. We've done Aerosmith. Like one song, we've done Tool.
Tool, okay, they're American. Tool was pretty good, but
I think so. I'm doubting myself.
I don't put Tool up there with Metallica or with
Tool's
even Red Hot Chili Peppers.
High up there.
Aerosmith. Aerosmith is ours then? You know what I mean? Dude,
we haven't gotten into any Bon Jovi yet. That was an 80s hair band.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
So, fun fact, we live in Vegas, if you guys don't know.
Good looking guy, too.
Bro, U2, I only know they're a British band, and I have heard a U2 song because...
He might be Irish.
Jeez, the Irish are going to come get me. So, I apologize, Ireland. My wife is a huge Friends fan, and for whatever reason, they played a few different songs in Friends. The most famous one is With or Without You, when Ross and Rachel kiss, whatever. Anyway, it was a big song in the thing. They're now at the Sphere, which is the new Las Vegas Entertainment Center. If you haven't heard of the Sphere, look it up. It is an interactive, like the whole thing is actually a sphere. It's massive. And as bands are playing, there's all kinds of images on it. It is insane. $800, Nick, for tickets. I'm like, huh? Like, bro, the cheapest seats were like $400 or $500. And I was like, are you kidding me? But the Sphere, and U2 opened it. That's how the Sphere, they're like, no, if we're getting a big band, it's going to be you. There's bands waiting to be able to play that venue. Look up the Sphere, guys. It is crazy. And I'm just like, if Metallica plays $800 or not, charge it. We're going. We're going. In that Sphere, dude, look up have you seen the online images of the Sphere yet? It would be insane to be in there as you're sitting, and there's no back seat because it's 360. Everything is on, and they're rocking out all. Please, Metallica, please play the Sphere. Oh, we'll be going. We may even do a live stream from in there. They're not going to do live stream. They'll take our phones, copyright it. They'll shut down the channel, all kinds of stuff.
They'll probably take our phones. That's the crazy thing about a lot of these concerts. They take, especially something like that, they'll probably definitely take it. But let us know what you think about our reaction to this song. Thank you so much for watching. I want to check out some more. If you want us to check out some more Black Sabbath, some more Ozzy Osbourne, please let us know. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
They slay.